Hello. Okay. So hopefully I'm not going to be long. I don't plan on being on this live long at all, but I just got online from a long day of work and I was seeing some people talk about a group. They're a Korean group called BTS. And their fandom, some of the fandom, of course, not all of the fandom, but some of the fandom is a little disappointed in them and their actions right now. And so I looked into it and found out that the reason some BTS Army, which is BTS's fandom name, is upset is because, or disappointed, is because BTS, two members out of seven of the group BTS, went to an Usher and Chris Brown concert. Now, right now, Usher and Chris Brown are on tour. So, I mean, it's probably sold out. I haven't looked into it, but I'm pretty sure it is. A lot of people grew up on Chris Brown and Usher's music. And boy, do they have some good music. Okay. Now, the music is not why the BTS fandom is a little disappointed in these two members. The reason being is apparently because Chris Brown is an a abuser. Now, I think we pretty much all know about the Rihanna situation, back in the day, and what happened with them. And there's like a whole story about that. Rihanna had spoke up about it and said they were still okay. They collabed after Rihanna and Chris Brown collabed again after the incident. So they're okay with each other still. But yes, Chris Brown abused women, and I heard it's not just Rihanna. I heard it's like a pattern that he has. It's like a thing that he keeps doing, and of course that's absolutely unacceptable, and we are not happy about that, right? um Now someone is texting me. So with that being said, that is the reason why the BTS fandom is right now. One side is like, who cares? Enjoy your life, BTS. Do whatever you want to do. Have fun. And then the other side of this fandom is the exact opposite, right? They're saying, absolutely not. Don't ever collab with Breezy. Don't ever, because he's an abuser, right? So that side of the fandom is like, absolutely not. You better not. Don't. Why are you even around him? Why are you supporting him in any type of way? And I understand the outside looking in. Of course fans are going to be like, no, like you're supporting an abuser and yada yada. Now the thing is, I am always going to call a spade a spade. Chris Brown, Breezy, you are an abuser. And Chris Brown himself would say that. Like, if you actually know Chris Brown, he's very open to call a spade a spade. Like, he's not going to say, no, I'm not. Like, he knows what he does, and his trauma from his childhood has basically trained him like that, and he has never got to break that cycle. So he is what he is, right? No one can change that. With that being said, I'm pretty sure the BTS members going to that concert is not supporting him because he's an abuser. Let's be honest here. Like, they're going because his music is good. They like his music. You may not like his music, but BTS clearly do. And same with Usher. If anything ever comes out of that Usher did something bad, that's on him, and that has nothing to do with his music. That's his personal life, and the music is over here. So really what I'm trying to say here is, you can enjoy someone's art, as we all do in Hollywood, and not consider that I am a fan of what this person has done in their personal life. So definitely need to separate the two, because you, that person, and this is who I'm talking to right now. If you're one of those people who think BTS is supporting an abuser and that makes them bad, you are bad right now if you even watch TV. I promise you that. Because these people who make all your shows and stuff that you enjoy, they do even worse stuff than what Chris Brown did. Yeah. And you just don't know yet. So if that's the case, these people behind the cameras, behind the scenes of all the art that you love, if they're doing bad stuff too and it's not in the light yet, that makes you just as bad. And you just don't know it yet. You have got these people wealthy, these people rich, and just because you don't know, guess what? You're still supporting them. Yeah, that's how that works. You're supporting the art. And if you are one of those people saying if you support the art, you support the person, then that's exactly what you're doing too. So you really need to think before you just do a knee jerk reaction about this, because people who love Breezy's music does not mean they love the fact that he abused women. That makes zero sense. Like, I hope everyone in the world can understand that has zero correlation to each other. So just make sure you are not speaking out the side of your neck when you talk about people who support Chris Brown's music, because the music is the music and Chris Brown is Chris Brown. Okay? Two separate things. You can hate my YouTube and like me in real life, and vice versa. You can like my YouTube and hate me in real life. That's just how it works. The art is separate from the person. It's always been like that. Just because like, you may think someone is a bad person doesn't mean that you're going to hate all of the music they put out. Unfortunately, that's not how life works. And if you want it so black and white, then you're just going to stay miserable for the rest of your life. You need to get out of your head and come back to reality. This is not a perfect world. Okay? It's not a perfect world. People are going to like music of terrible people. That's how the world works. You're going to enjoy a movie that a terrible person has produced. You will enjoy movies that a terrible director has directed. Yeah. Mhm. And think of like how celebrities may feel. Think about if a celebrity went to Epstein Island, right? They went there for the party. All they knew was, I'm invited to this celebrity party and I want to have fun. Think of how they felt if they didn't know at all, no knowledge whatsoever, that all that stuff was happening on Epstein Island. And again, some of these people are saying every single celebrity on that even went to Epstein Island for the party is involved in some bad stuff. But what if that's not the case? You wouldn't know that. We don't know these people, right? Those people could have literally just went for the party, had fun, and left, got out of there. We don't know which celebs did or which didn't. We don't know. We don't know anything. So we need to really just stop assuming just because BTS, the group, or some members of the group went to a Chris Brown concert, they support that he's an abuser. Oh, that's not true. It's not true. It's just not. They like the music. They like the music, y'all. So that's what I really want to come on here and talk about, because I don't know. I just logged on Instagram and people are losing their minds over this. And I'm like, it's just a concert, guys. It's just a concert. Chill, okay? But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today, because stop losing your mind over things you cannot control. It doesn't make sense. If you like BTS's music, then you like their music. Okay? I know some hater, now they're going to be a hater. They're probably an ex fan now. of BTS. Some X fan is probably going to lie and say BTS has super bad music just because they went to a Chris Brown and Usher concert. Stop lying to yourselves. You like their music, you're a fan. Period. That's just it. It's okay. It's okay to like what you like. All right? They'll get their consequences if they do something bad. That's all it is. It's okay to like what you like. Okay? All right. So that's all I wanted to say. Mental health is important. BTS is all the way over there, and you are all the way over here. You don't know them personally. Stop worrying about them enjoying music. Please. Please. But that's all I have for you today. So see you next time.